is quite long. So at first, Minister, after you had gone to report me in front of President Tinubu and said all sorts, anyway, I am not beholden to you. My job is accountability.
You're too small for me to report you to the president.
No, but they are
You're too small
Minister,
for me to
Minister, let me speak.
Hello, my people. My people, waiting start as a friendly conversation in Arise TV between Rufai, Ruben, and Ayo with Minister Umahi. Little did we know that it will soon turn tense situation because Minister Umahi come prepared for Rufai Oseni. Say because he don't dent the image of this administration. Say he don't dent the image of this administration. That what Rufai has been saying in the social media or in the news is not it that is trying to dent the image of the administration. That how can Rufai be asking the cost per kilometer of this coastal highway? The thing can shock me. I can't wonder, say, does it mean say Nigeria will not get the right to know the cost per kilometer of this coastal highway? When we say the present administration carry and put for head, say that is one of their project that they want to do in this year tenure, because a lot of money is being spent on that coastal highway. Now, Rufai can ask simple, how much is the cost per kilometer in this coastal highway? And the money we want to borrow, how are you people using it? And what is the mode of repayment? Simple, but Minister Umahi turn her rough for Rufai. Say, Rufai, no know what they talk. Shut up. You don't know what you're talking about. If you want to learn engineering, come and register personally with me. Then I will teach you. But for now, you don't know anything about what you're talking about. But how can you be asking me the cost per kilometer of a coastal highway when prices per kilometers are different? My brother and my sister, make I not talk too much. Watch the video and they come back.
And also at Ondo.
Minister, I would like to interject. This
so that is about the coastal highway.
Minister,
yes,
Minister, I would like to interject. This monologue is quite long. So at first, Minister, after you had gone to report me in front of President Tinubu and said all sorts, anyway, I am not beholden to you. My job is accountability.
You're too small for me to report you to the president.
No, but they are
You're too small
Minister,
for me to
Minister,
report you to the president.
let me
Who are
speak.
you?
Minister,
Who are you for me to report you?
Minister, let me speak. I have empirical evidence. The world watched it on the commission of the project when you mentioned the questions I asked you to the president. That was reporting me to the president officially. The world watches, so you don't need to dilly-dally about the empirical facts. I don't talk without facts, Minister. You know, when I have my facts, I talk. And I insist on my question when I ask on cost.
Let me only address you.
Minister, you will not allow me speak. The problem is you will not allow me speak. You spoke for over 20 minutes, over 10 minutes.
Because you don't know what you are speaking.
But let me speak. Let me speak. You will not.
What your profession is.
You will not allow me speak. You see, if you can just keep quiet and be calm and just allow me speak, I'll be happy. All right. So my question still persists as regards the cost per kilometer. You cannot tell me that we don't have a right to know the cost per kilometer. Even if it's an undulating landscape, give us all the facts and the details of the cost per kilometer. That's all we'll ask for. Other questions as regards the loans taken. Let me finish.
No. I will keep quiet for you to damage information.
Let me finish.
Listen to me.
Minister, you will not allow me to speak. The minister will not allow me to speak.
No. Don't do that with me.
Minister will not allow me to speak.
I was in your studio.
Minister will not allow me to speak.
And when the first section was on, and I ran the figures. And what you're asking us is 750 kilometers of coastal highway. We should tell you cost per kilometer. So you multiply by 750. That's nonsensical.
No, so tell me the cost per kilometer. There's nothing too hard for you to tell me that figure. You've not still told me that figure. So I was right on that point. The second point...
Because you don't understand anything.
The second point I'm trying to make is
You don't understand anything. I'm a professor in this field.
Okay.
You don't understand anything.
What university gave you professorship in this field?
You cannot ask me to tell you a cost.
What university gave you professorship in engineering? I didn't know you were Professor Umahi, Minister. I didn't know. So... Please,
I'm professor in practice. I'm professor in practice.
Okay.
I understand engineering very well.
So secondly,
and you have no knowledge of what you're asking.
If you will let me...
You have no knowledge.
If you will let me ask questions.
So you keep quiet.
Okay.
And then stop, you know...
Minister, it's all right. Keep dignifying yourself and let the world see you for who you are. If you allow me speak, The other 100 kilometers that you said they've added to it, we would like to know the cost per kilometer of that one. And the Winsome Homes, the case is in court. Now, I would like to know the cost per kilometer for that one. I would like to also know the over 700 billion first tranche of loan you guys got for this project. Has the money been spent? How was the money deployed? I would also like to know. I would also like to know the terms of that loan. All right? How many years? What's the payback period? What's the payback moratorium of that loan? And for the Winsome Homes, isn't it interesting that as somebody that's been a governor in the state, you know the law, a case is in court, and then you're coming to talk about the details of the cases in court. Because you denied that the case was not in court. Now you've already accepted that the case is in court. So is it not just better you thrash it out with the woman that has been reporting a case in public that we all heard, and I ask you questions based on that? So, Minister, just answer the questions. I've got no axe to grind with you. You know that. We've spoken many times. In fact, when your people called to book, I booked them, and I said you should come on air. So please just tell us those information. It's very important, Minister.
I'm not hearing, even though this guy is not. Yes, you know, in certain cases in court, you say, you know, you do no case submission. Rufai does not know what he's talking, and I think he should come to learn, you know, one, how to talk. Number two, Mayo.
He answered the question. How have the loan been spent? What's the cost per kilometer of these new 100 kilometers? How much is it going to cost? And how has the cost been spent?
All right, Minister Umahi, you have the floor now to please respond to the questions that have been posed to you.
Okay. Number one, you know, this guy makes me, you know, it makes me, you know, to laugh, you know, at a very high level of ignorance. I was in Edo State, and I said, listen, the president has directed, you know, 100 kilometers of the coastal highway to pass through Edo State. And this man is asking me how much per kilometer. This 100 kilometers has not been designed. There has not been a soil report on it. And so why are you asking me, you know, to, you know, is it to name a child or to do a birthday for a child that is still in the belly of, you know, a mother? That's what he said. So, and he's doing it, you know, what is the cost per kilometer? You know, what is the cost per kilometer? Listen, in this kind of project, you are not dealing with a cost per kilometer. You can't say this is an average cost per kilometer. So I'm teaching you English now. You can talk about an average cost per kilometer because every 1 kilometer is different in cost from the other kilometer. So you can talk about cost, average cost per kilometer. Now, Rufai, that project has not been designed. It has, the soil report is not out. That process is ongoing. And when that is done, the ministry will do their own, you know, evaluation. We now go to BPP and ask for selective tendering of the project. And when people have tendered, then we will now evaluate and send back to BPP. BPP will now evaluate and we send back to Federal Executive Council. It is at the end of Federal Executive Council approval that will be able to say this project is costing this amount and the average cost is this amount. Did I answer you?
Okay, so you have not designed that project, yes. What about the cost per kilometer of the one you have done thus far? Can you also tell us the details of the cost per kilometer? And the over 700 billion Dutch bank loan, can you also tell us more about that? Has that loan been used? What part of that loan have been used? And what are the terms of that loan?
Yes, these are elementary questions, and you know, it makes no sense. A process is ongoing, payments is being made, and you are saying, how has this money been utilized? The money is meant for the project, and the money will be paid according to work done. When a certificate is generated, and that certificate, is approved, through a process in Ministry of Works, and then it will be given to the funders, and the funders will come and they will check, is this work done? And if it is done, they will release the foreign component of that loan. That is the process. And if I have to continue to teach Rufai this profession, then there must be payment for it. Because it's darkening counsel without knowledge.
So the cost per kilometer of the work done thus far, Minister Umahi.
All right, Minister.
Cost per kilometer of the work done thus far. This
is elementary. How can you be asking for cost per kilometer in the process of construction? No, Maya, hold on.
Okay.
Let me explain something to
him. We have very limited time, so I would like to interject here. When I ask my question, then you can marry all of them together, please. Thank you. And I just wanted to mention.
Explain.
No, you will explain, sir.
This man is usurping your time.
No. That's why I'm coming. I want to ask my question. Thank you so much. The reason why we are asking is that we are speaking on behalf of the Nigerian people. So it's not necessarily to one person. It is speaking to the Nigerian people. Now, the question I'd like to ask is beyond the Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway, which this administration has been very proud of. There are also questions around existing federal roads in Nigeria and the state of existing federal roads in Nigeria. So some of them have been tagged as death traps, and it would be great to hear your thoughts around the Lokoja, Okene, Okbela, Auchi, Ewu Expressway, for instance, the Ewu, Uromi, Agbo corridors. So these federal roads beyond the Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway, what are your plans in terms of maintenance, in terms of fixing, so that we don't lose Nigerians on these roads as a result of the state of them?
Thank you, Mayo. Can you? Yeah, okay.
We can hear you.
This is a very, it's very good question, and it's very useful, and it's a question to help the country. Number one, we've been in office about 2 years plus, and every part of this country, the federal route is calling for attention. And the question is, will this road destroyed to this level just within the past 2 years that Mr. President came, in office? Number two, where were all of us, all these years that these roads were damaged to this level? And a man came on board divinely, and he had decided not to construct roads, but to build roads. I was in Ewu the other day, and the governor of Edo State doing very, very well. And he has said, look, you have constructed part of this Uromi Abo Road. We want to take part of it to construct, to help the president. And I was there physically to, hand it over to him. The process of procurement is ongoing. And, very soon, before the month of November, work will get, started there. I was also on the Benin to Warri route. We have 3 sections there. There's section done by Levant, very poorly, done in terms of, very slow pace of work, but very good quality work. And we have terminated that job because nothing meaningful was going on there. So we terminated it, and graciously, the governor of Edo State has taken about 31 kilometers of that. The remaining 23 kilometers is a bit stable. And then we get to Give section. That is an NPC, funded project. And the president has given a matching order. All these projects should continue, even though an NPC are pulled out of the funding. And that project is ongoing. You have the other section that is done by SKCC, which is from the boundary of, Benin to Delta. So let me put it this way. The president is tackling, and decisively, all the very major, projects within the economic corridor. You cannot say of any particular route that's within the economic corridor of the nation that the president is not doing. Some people were writing about East West Road. There are about 7 contracts going on in East West Road, and they are all very well, being executed. And mind you, we are not constructing road. We are building roads. If roads were built like what the president is doing now, and we have had roads that could last for 50 to 100 years, we will not be in this mess. And so the reinforced concrete technology the president brought to bear is such to guarantee that when road is constructed, the road could last between 50 and 100 years. Now, tell me, when we came on board, which section of the country, federal road, that had 100 kilometers of road that you could ply on without having a challenge? And so the president is doing a lot apart from the 4 legacy projects, even though they are connecting. And these 4 legacy projects, they are investment driven projects. For example, the section 1 of Lagos Calabar Coastal Highway, there are a lot of people that want to come and give the whole money that was used in doing the project and take up the project and then toll it. So is it Abuja Kano project that is ongoing, about 725 billion? That project is ongoing, sections 1, 2, and 3. Is it the project Enugu to Onisha project? It's ongoing. Is it Port Harcourt to Enugu project? It's ongoing. Is it Sokoto to Zamfara, to Katsina and Kaduna? It's ongoing. So there is no section
Minister
of the district, but it takes time.
Minister Umahi, yes. Very quickly, thank you so much. Is there a website or any platform that Nigerians can track the progress on roads and also report perhaps some of these, because I recall that recently someone had made a video and you responded quite swiftly. Is there a platform that Nigerians can take pictures, eyewitness reports of bad roads or federal roads, and where they can also track these projects that you're talking about?
The Mayo, yes, we have a website, and we have directed the governors of each state to deploy the state commissioners so that they will monitor what we are doing.